today, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's the NFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. STIDHAM and the N.Y.Giants versus Matthew Stafford and the Los Angeles Rams.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Los Angeles Rams and the N.Y.Giants. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
The fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by a former Pro Bowl quarterback out of the University of Georgia, Matthew Stafford.
Eddie Moore that did his part in the wild card win with 3 touchdown passes. Now, he's going to get a bigger test here in round 2. But his unit is in rhythm, and they're playing as well as they have all year long. I wouldn't be surprised if this defense, though, tried to get after him early with a little extra pressure. If he can handle that, he can have another big game, though.
On first down, Stafford here. That'll be caught by Cup. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent. And they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a different story.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
2nd and 11 at the 41. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Complete. Jefferson the target.
Stafford's pass.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's third down.
Now Stafford. And that is incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. So here are the Giants under head coach Joe Judge. They'll be led out by their quarterback at 6'2" out of Auburn. It's Jarrett Stidham.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
The ball carrier.
It was Sebastian Joseph who got him down defensively. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Stidham. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now SAQUAN Barkley. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
10 at the 45-yard line.
This is Barkley, and the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get the ball carriers, but in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
Second and 11 now. Off the play fake. Here's Stidham. Out to the right here to Shepard. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 28. He got 29 yards that time.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
His passing has been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate. Gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that would be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken from about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers. He'll take this up just shy of the 40. Excellent display of footwork on that run. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for this with Akers. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's SAQUAN Barkley. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. STIDHAM from the shotgun. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's STIDHAM. And that will be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
L.A. readies for its next possession. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. On 2nd and 12, Stafford. They'll get this one to Cup, complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
This one brought in by Jefferson. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Giants' 45-yard line.
They'll run this with Akers. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Stafford. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. New York ready to go again offensively. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Stidham. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now it's Barkley, and this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 6-0 our score after 1.
With the score, Giants 6, Rams nothing.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Stidham. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Barkley. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
On the carry.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. On 2nd down, Barkley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Barkley. That's another.
I think they like make this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Taken down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down now, Barkley. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards down to the 15. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. STIDHAM. This will be caught at about the 6. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
And he's got it up and through. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Set to go again. Here's Cam Akers in the L.A. offense. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit. Maybe featuring other people touching it for a while. And then you got a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Well, still time for him here as we sit in the 2nd quarter. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
At the 29-yard line.
From the gun, Stafford. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee.
Complete.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is brought in at the 21. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. at the 33-yard line.
On second down, Barkley. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
He's tackled at the...
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball.
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Olivier Vernon coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Here's Braden Mann now as he'll kick it away for the second time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Get a look at this offense led by Cooper Kupp as they make their way back onto the field. You would have to think they're going to make it more of a priority to get him the football. You're losing here in the second quarter, and he's been really quiet.
I think all we have to do, and it's too bad we can't actually see the actual play sheet now from the coordinator, because he's looking down at that and saying, okay, do I put him in different?
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Dalvin Tomlinson gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield, get after the quarterback.
It's been such an impressive first half to get that lead. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. Brought down around the 16 or 17. Showed some tough running, but couldn't free much space. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down. Here's Stafford.
I do know.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. Dalvin Tomlinson able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jarrett Stidham ready to pilot this offense again. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On the run, it's Barkley. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Across midfield to the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now it's Stidham. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. They'll run with Barkley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They keep it with Barkley on first down. Olivier Vernon brings him down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On the draw, this is Barkley. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Sterling Shepard there to make the grab. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And man, Charles, talk about singing something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. Roses to add the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Set to go again. Here's Cam Akers in the L.A. offense. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense has done a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. And he can't get away from the pressure the Giants get there.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
The Rams on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Loss of 14 on the play, and that's going to bring up the 4th down.
It's 4th down.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Here's Johnny Hacker now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Their own 18.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become 2 too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Jarrett Stidham ready to pilot this offense again. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis?
They'll take the offset. When you talk about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception.
And got his man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's good for 28 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Stidham. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram there to make the grab. And the Giants add on to their lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Rosas now to add the PAT. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And now let's look at the quarterback, Matthew Stafford, in our player spotlight. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets downfield. And sometimes what happens when these things are going on is that the field general will step up and say, hey, that's on me, guys. I didn't get rid of it fast enough. Anything to try and relax them a little bit and take some pressure off, because they do know that they are trying.
Yeah, well, we've seen the 4 sacks so far in this contest. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw is Stafford. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. The final shot before the break, Stafford. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and this is going to be incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. This 4th and final matchup on this Divisional Round weekend. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to Saturday's NFC Divisional Round game. And it's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers who are moving on, as they were able to eliminate the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, in our game, we're set up for a terrific second half. So to find out who will advance to the NFC title game, let's send it back out to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Let me feel myself a little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way a little bit.
A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Now this offense about ready to take over again. And they have made this look easy. Now, there's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoffs, but this lead, yes, they're at home, but this has been impressive.
And we hear all the time when upsets happen, teams go on the road, that maybe home field advantage isn't all it's cracked up to be. But you and I both know the reality is teams really fight hard to get it. Why? You don't ever have to change routine. Everything's familiar going into the game. It makes things easier, and that has paid off for them in a big way in this contest.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
Olivier Vernon on the tackle. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Here's Stidham. Eluding the pressure right. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And the Giants send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. 13 yards, the tally on the return there.
At their own 34.
Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, And because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar
I was
situation.
going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. Well, somehow he was able to sidestep that first tackler, but still hit and taken down behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 2nd and 12, Stafford. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Now it's Stafford. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Well, it's a jet sweep, the football to Woods. He will push his way down to about the 14. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll run here with Akers. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Complete. Jefferson the target. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
Now to try the field goal, and here's Daniel Carlson. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Carlson is good, and that'll put us within 3 scores as it becomes now a 23-point game. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front you know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the pass, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll go to Barkley again. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now SAQUAN Barkley. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
At the 43-yard line.
And this will be a Giants first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Here's a give to Barkley. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Offense.
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Now they'll throw it with Stidham. Looking right sideline, that's complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. This is Barkley.
Barkley again.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Now Stidham, off play action. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Stidham. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
3rd and long. It's STIDHAM. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Just like that. Like 50. Like 50.
A handoff to Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. SAQUAN Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they've earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stafford. That'll be caught by Cup.
Stafford's pass complete to Cooper Kupp.
That was impressive to me, because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now Stafford. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he'll get off a fairly short kick here, as this is toward the sideline. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, "Why didn't you do that?" And they all looked at me and said, "Just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through." Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you can do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
10 at the 45-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
The Giants on third down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Rosas' kick is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further.
Rams 3.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to go again. Here's Cam Akers in the L.A. offense. And after a sluggish start, he's really bounced back. The numbers bear that out.
And you're a baseball guy, partner. How many at-bats over the course of a baseball season?
Oh, boy, 4 in a game.
Yeah, about the 4 in a game.
4 times 162.
350 or so, right? Sometimes it takes a while for a guy to get going. That's my point. It's not the first few carries. You don't worry about that. As they go along, get that guy lathered up, get those blocking assignments down. Those 2-yard gains turn into bigger gains as the game moves along.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12. And a Rams first down.
Stafford. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
Complete to Cam Akers. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
To the air again, Stafford. This one brought in by Jefferson.
Stafford's
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Jefferson. A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
Stafford looks to throw again. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10, right at the 40. Throwing again is Stafford. Woods, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Woods, incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
To throw again, Stafford. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he gets it down to the 32.
To Cooper.
That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 3rd and 2, Stafford. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Stafford. That is caught at the 7-yard line.
Pass. Complete.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They get 5 on the run, but it leaves them with a tough 3rd and goal forthcoming.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
And New York set to take the field. They have all but booked their ticket to the NFC Championship game next weekend, and they'll look to finish things off here now in this 4th quarter. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Barkley, the ball.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
2 yards on the pickup.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
The ball carrier.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. A first down carry for Barkley, and he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
The carry.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
We are inside at 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd down now, Barkley.
SAQUAN Barkley on the carry.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them the hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. We just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
Tackle
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense. I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough, tough way for it to end.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaunt, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from MetLife Stadium.